And he told me then that the left-hand lane was 3 or 4 boards tighter for him. He's really got to square up on this lane. On the right lane, he can belly the ball a little bit, and he comes back, so he's chosen to finish on that lane.
Carry. Asked for it to carry, and it did.
Well, I'll tell you what, these guys got obedient balls. I'd say carrying it 10-pin at stand. Goebel's just a picture of confidence.
Stretches out. Powerful strike on lane 40. I would say he'd be a rough customer in this title match.
That'll be a good match. Yes, I would think he'd be a very rough customer. He's going to his favorite lane, as we just saw on the graph. He hit the left lane better than he did the right. But, you know, it wasn't that he didn't hit the pocket on both lanes.
Oh, so you meant this Goebel best of Chris one. Good.
This is the rubber match here between these two guys.
This is the one that really counts.
Oh, the ring in 10.
Goebel hold it well.
I expect both players to hit the pocket here. I expect it to be the guy that can carry that wins the title. Confidence-wise, I think the edge is slightly to Goebel right now, simply because he's had a great year this year, and he's got a game under his belt.
It's been a difficult year for Eric Forkel. You mentioned the accident during the earthquake. He's got some tendonitis now in his left elbow and a couple of other things here and there. He said, I'm trying to get them all out of the way in 1 year. I said, that's a good idea.
Foot problem, elbow problem, his body's falling apart on him, huh?
Meanwhile, he continues to lead events. Tells you something about the man.
Uh-oh.
Yep, just didn't get out clean then. I mean, he swung it like he wanted to, but didn't get the thumb out clean to get it back. Doesn't lose count, but it's a very difficult spare if we can get all the pins right. And I really don't think that 3-pin came down on spot. He could move that and have it set on spot. He's got the 3, 5, 6, 9, 10. Hit it perfect and did not make it. Eric Forkel, 4-step player. Here's the ball, nice and level, stands nice and straight. He'll push and step at the same time. Right out, right in time, right here. Now you see how the level backswing, the knees are bent. He's going into the slide. Nice long slide. Look at the back position right here. The follow through up there. The knee bend there. Got a bad break in that spare.
I agree. Threw a terrific shot.
See, I think that 3-pin, when the scissors brought it down from the machine, moved it this way over here a little bit to the left. And when he hit it, the 6 just flew right around the 10. Both of them did.
I think he was very surprised he didn't convert it.
Bryan Goebel with an errant shot, and we've only got a 10-pin match right now. Forkel may have escaped here.
Can almost see Bryan trying to take full advantage of the open frame right there.
Yeah,
maybe hit a little too hard.
Goes it straight at the 3-6, converts it. Looked like it set it down on spot that time. Picks it up. As it sets it down, there's the black spot it's supposed to be on. Just a hair to the left. Just a hair to the left. Boy, high again. Again, breaks up the split. Leaves the 6-pin. The pin hits if it's not going to hit it hard enough. It did rock it, though.
Almost looks to me as if he slowed down just a little bit.
Well, he's trying to figure out whether it's him or the lane and whether he needs to make a move. And that's a decision professional bowlers face all the time. You know, is the lane changing, or did I make an errant shot? It felt good. And sometimes when you throw it a mile slower, a a mile per hour slower than you did the time before, you can't really feel that, Dan. You don't know that you threw it slower. Right now, he can recover from that open frame with a double here and take the lead.
Better release. Oh, beautiful shot for Eric Forkel, who was coming back early on, and I had a chance to talk to him, and so did Mike, about what kind of an impact losing the Firestone Tournament of Champions has had on him.
I think I've recovered. I mean, I constantly work hard on my game, as maybe you know. I throw a lot of practice games. I mean, I think me and Ozio might be the leaders when it comes to practicing. I spend a lot of time working on my game, and you know, I'll watch that tape every now and then, and it's a little disheartening to watch, but you just go on. And for me to get back there, I have to win again, and I plan on winning tonight, so I can get back there next year and get it done right the right way.
Boy, two excellent shots. You spotted it right away, Dan, when you said a better release on the right lane. And then that one was just as good, but it just crept up a little bit high. Leaves a 6-pin that he tripped back in the third frame. He converts it. We got an even match through 4.5 frames.
And Eric's thinking to himself, hey, I got away with a missed spare. I'm all even, so now instead of a 10-frame match, it's a 5-frame match.
Yep. And right now, Bryan Goebel has to make a decision, and I think he needs to move another board or so left. I really do. What kind of adjustment he makes here to get the ball back in the 1-3. And he did it. Back in the pocket here.
Some of the folks responsible for this event being held here at Taylor Lanes. We have the co-proprietors on hand for this one tonight. They have done a magnificent job, not only with this bowling center, but with this event.
Liana and Ted Dobbins, along with the DiBiase's.
Right.
And this is to give him a 10-pin lead.
See, that to me is when you know you're right on top of your game. That's sharp.
Here's the shot. Finishes right over the 8-pin, the ball does. Almost left the solid 9 there. His reaction, think this was a little bit for Forkel's benefit here?
Pirouette and a double and a 10-pin lead.
Eric now has to get back and match it. Soft speed, double pinochle. Ooh,
double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Goebel now ready to seize an opportunity and become a 3-time champion this year. And
Boldly went for it.
Yeah, watching a title slip away for the second time in about 5 months.
Yeah. It's really hard when you lead and lose. I mean, Earl Anthony did it enough times. Later, Walter Ray has done it now.
All the great ones have. Mark Roth, Marshall Holman, but that's why I'm becoming a major proponent of the new format. 4 players make a telecast, 3 games of round robin. Top seed gets to choose whatever pair of lanes he wants to bowl on through all 3 games and hopefully in the title match. Be the first time in the history of professional bowling that a top seed will lead a tournament and actually have an advantage heading into a title match, which is the way it should be. That's the way it's supposed to be. You lead the tournament by 2, 3, 4, 500 pins. You go out there and you're at a disadvantage for 30 years.
Well, plus the fact that coming into a situation, if that were the case now, he could be bowling this game and it would not be over for him.
Exactly.
As it is in this case now, struggling through this game. If he bowls a bad game now, he's second.
I think one of the reasons, again, why I'm such a proponent of that new format that we had a chance to run down in Richmond is the fact that it benefits all the players because you know you're not out there for just one game. You have an opportunity to get into the lanes. You have an opportunity to get your body heated up, to get some rhythm, to get some feel, to make some adjustments. I think what it does is allow the professional player to play at his optimum when the title match is on the line.
Let his talent come through?
Of course. I mean, this baby's over here.
Pretty much so, unless disaster strikes. 37 pins in front.
We mentioned 10-year anniversaries. It'll be a 10-year anniversary when we head to Marcel's Olympic Bowl in Rochester for the Greater Rochester Open. It begins at 7:30 next Wednesday night, but I am told fans in the Rochester bowling area that there are some Pro-Am spots still available. The greatest bowlers in the world are going to be heading into town here shortly, so head on down there and sign up for a Pro-Am spot. Get an opportunity perhaps to bowl with Bryan Goebel. Maybe he'll give you a tip or two. And right now, he's got it going.
Confident player. Kelly, I think she knows it's pretty much all over, too.
All right. Why don't we chat a little bit about Norm Duke, obviously being the odds-on favorite right now for Player of the Year. Walter Ray, though, leading in several categories. He still has an outside chance. Hey, if Goebel wins for the third time.
Goebel throws his hat in the ring, but he definitely needs to win at least one more time, maybe twice, I think, to have serious consideration. As you say, Walter Ray is leading in so many categories, and average, and match play appearance, and all these different things. He's been the leader in points forever, you know. I still think Walter needs to win one more time in order to win it.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. Norm Duke bowled very well this week and had a chance, an outside chance to get to the top 5. Walter Ray cashed this week, but did not finish in the top 24.
A couple tournaments left.
That's right. 3.
Carry.
He still thought he had a chance if he got that one. He wouldn't have been yelling carry at it. So it's another disappointing performance from the top spot. He had to get over the Tournament of Champions. Now he's going to have to get over Detroit, Ohio, and Michigan.
Well, I think there's no question in my mind. I mean, I don't think there's anybody out here working any harder on their game than Eric Forkel. He'll be back, and he will win from the top spot or from other positions. But you were out here long enough to see the ups and the downs. And there were weeks when you bowled terrific and you got to a telecast and you couldn't win. There were other weeks when you kind of snuck in the back door and you ended up with a title.
Yep.
Just have to stay with it.
Right now, Bryan Goebel's found the secret of performing on television.
I think the one thing that stands out the most in the way that I watched him this evening, Mike, was that he did everything at the pace he wanted to. Didn't hurry anything, didn't go too slow. Well, he was in a position where he went out and set up a game plan for his shot, and he went out and just did exactly what he wanted. Almost like he visualized what he was going to do here this evening.
So what that says to me, you know, is that's just a demonstration of the confidence that this man has right now.
But the point I'm making is I think it's part of the total program, though. It's not just a physical thing. It's something that you have to develop. It's a physical thing in reading lanes and executing. It's a mental approach to keeping yourself relaxed, allowing yourself to perform at the highest level, to stay focused. And I think that's what I see. I see a total package right now, and I think that's what you see at the highest level, and that's the trickiest thing to get to.
Well, I'll tell you what, Denny, if he gets one more, I see 8 in a row.
Right. Yeah. 257 off the sheet. Thanks a lot. I'll take the check, and let's head on down the road.
All right, and victory number 3 this year.
Can't do it any better than Mr. Goebel, and they appreciate it here in Taylor, Michigan. A brilliant performance in the title match.
And Eric has to throw 3 tough shots right now with just trying to finish it out the best way he can. He's a class individual, and he's looking to strike it out just for pride's sake.
He's also a player that'll learn. He'll learn from the experience. It'll be a tough lesson, but he'll get over it and move on to the next one, because that's the kind of a player he is.
It's amazing. This match just turned around in the 6th frame. He's down 10 pins. If he strikes twice, he's even in the match after 7 frames. He leaves double pinnacle and leaves a tap after that, and his match is over.
Well, when you're in the fast lane, it does end quickly.
Yeah, right. Those opens, a double pinnacle will do that to you.
Carry.
Did you hear that? Carry. That's just pride. See, that's internal pride. I want to finish out the best I can, 190. You know, that's the best I could do tonight.
It's a professional way to approach your job.
Well, if there's a word to describe Eric Forkel, I think professional is it.
He's committed to his program and to his game, and I think that's what we're seeing right now. It's all part of the total package.
There's a word to describe Bryan Goebel right now. It's confidence.
And a winner. We'll be back to talk to Bryan Goebel, a three-time champion on the tour this year.
Like and subscribe. Goebel was brilliant.